Hello, everybody.
Hi, hi. Happy Friday. It is October 19th. Hope you're having a great Friday thus far. We are just hours from the weekend. Let's get it all kicked off with Live with Lee and Hayley. Thanks for watching.
Okay, on today's show, our friends from Texas Roadhouse, Bruce has brought us spread as he feeds the entire neighborhood at
We love
WLEX.
Bruce. Yes.
We love it.
Our whole station loves him because, yeah, every time he comes to appear on the show, he is so nice. He feeds the entire station. He brings enough food, and let me tell you, those trays are empty in about an hour. Everybody eats it. It's so
Ravenous.
good. So we're talking about if you're planning a big tailgate for UK's game this weekend, this might be a good option for you. They do all the hard work for you. All you do is pick it up. He's going to kind of explain how that works and what their options are.
And not on the menu, Fish and Wildlife have brought some stuff from the Salado Wildlife Education Center, some friends that fly and crawl.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, so we're going to show those to you and talk about a big...
Slither, maybe.
Slither, yes.
Crawl's not the term.
Yeah. Well, we'll learn from them. It's an education center.
Okay.
So they have a Halloween event coming up that's tons of fun, and we're going to tell you all about it. So... what's going on, dude?
What do you got there?
What do I got here? Well, I have something very special to show you. We want to give a big shout out to our girl Trinity. She's a local student here in Lexington, and she came in, which is something you may not know. If you'd ever like a tour of LEX 18, you can just call the station and set it up, and you can get a tour.
Can't. It's not that easy.
Well, I mean, you don't just call and say I'm on my way, but you call and you have to have it set up, or you got to know somebody. You know us.
I don't think we want that, do we? We want to be giving out tours like that?
We're not giving the tour.
We're working, people. We don't have time to give tours.
I'm not saying you
well,
and
then
me.
Don't be soliciting for other people to do it.
If you would shut up for a second and let me finish. I don't mean we'll give you the tour. I mean someone here will
That's
give
what
you
I mean. You're volunteering the others. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, Trinity, that he just ruined this. So Trinity Tucker is a little girl that lives here in Lexington, or a young woman, I should say. And she came in and did a tour with her her parents, and she got to meet us, and she sent us a letter, and she had also emailed me, and I hadn't gotten it yet. This just came to us this morning. And I got an email from her yesterday that said, "Hi, did you get my letter? If you did, please read it on the air." And I was like, oh, no, I didn't get anything. Well, it finally came today, so.
All right.
Look at this.
There it is. What does
So
it say?
it has two things enclosed. It says, "Dear Live with Lee and Hayley, I've made you a picture of the Eiffel Tower.
What?
I've been wanting to write to you for a while. Tell Lee that I said hi. Hi from Trinity.
Hi, Trinity.
I really want you to read this on air, and it's for both of you. I really hope you both like it. If you can please write me back. You are both funny. The best thing is when I got to meet you. Live with Lee and Hayley. I really like your show." So here's the picture of the Eiffel Tower that she did, and
Very
then
nice.
she enclosed the photo that her family took
There we are.
when she came into the studio and got to meet us.
Have we met Trinity more than once? Didn't we meet her some other place?
Yeah, we saw her somewhere else once too. We were like, Trinity, we're seeing you everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I think she and her family donated to the Hurricane Relief
what it was,
Drive.
yeah. Maybe you're right.
Yes.
Yeah, I
So,
think
sorry, I'll
that's
stop
right.
moving this. But yeah, so hi Trinity, and thank you for writing us. We so appreciate it. We love to get mail from viewers, so thank you so much. We really appreciate it. But only nice mail. If you've got complaints,
I
send
don't
them to
care.
him.
I'll
He loves
take
it.
I'm that lonely.
Not me. I'm too sensitive. I'll cry for a week.
I won't. I'll laugh.
Yeah, he'll laugh at me while I'm crying.
Well, that, and you know, I got issues.
Yeah, I
You
got
ready?
issues.
You ready to do the hot topics?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Have you seen this video? This is hilarious. A teen from El Paso, Texas is grounded after his mom caught him taking her new BMW for a joyride. This is her driving up next to him yelling, "Pull over!" The teen's sister videoed it. Oh my gosh, is she hitting
With
him?
a belt.
I love it. So this is mom right here, Lisa Martinez, says she was at work when her 14-year-old called to tell her, "Hey mom, the internet's not working." Well, she says she got a message that the Wi-Fi was off. Well, no Wi-Fi blocks out cameras and home security.
So he shut it off.
Yeah, so you can't see when the doors are being opened
Inside
or
job.
closed. Yep, inside job. Another parent told Liza that her son had taken the car and was driving around. Said that your son just showed up to pick up my son. So they went on a joyride. So she went home, grabbed a belt, and took off in their other car. Pulled him over after screaming at him for a while. Pulled him out, spanked him with a belt. Say he won't be doing that again. So the sister posted the video. It's got thousands and thousands of views and likes on social media. This is my favorite part. Listen here. Let's see if we can hear her yelling at him.
Pull over now!
Now!
He is.
Bam!
Oh my
Bam!
goodness!
You are.
Look at her there. She's so.
He's a little.
But
I think she's proud of her work, but also a little surprised by the emotion.
Not only, yeah, he's clearly breaking their rules. You can't take mom's new car for a ride when you don't have a license and you haven't asked. But he's putting himself in danger. He's putting other people in danger.
Right. So I don't want to hear from all the folks who, oh, you should never spank a kid.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. A 14-year-old boy, how else are you going to get his attention?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Look.
You know, you're going to have a stern talking
No.
to? Obviously, the kid's a criminal. He's turning off the Wi-Fi. He's stealing cars.
He did.
That spanking may have saved his life.
Yeah. Or he's
I don't want to hear about it.
At Grand Theft Auto.
I don't want to hear about it. He's putting everybody's life at risk.
Yeah.
Big deal.
I got spanked when I was a kid.
I got spanked. Never mind. I was going places I shouldn't. But yes, I got spanked plenty when I was a kid. All of a sudden, we're in the car. I'm doing the show.
And just last night, someone mistook me for a child.
Yeah.
That's where you were going with that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm sure.
Britain's Prince Harry and Australia's Prime Minister climbed the Sydney Harbour Bridge on Friday. They raised the Invictus Games flag. Harry and his wife Meghan are on a 4-day tour. What?
They're on day 4 of a 16-day tour.
Yeah, okay. No
a 3-hour tour.
They're going to Australia, they're going to Fiji, they're going to Tonga and New Zealand. The main focus of the tour is the Invictus Games, which starts in Sydney Saturday. The sporting event founded by Harry back in 2014 gives sick and injured military personnel and veterans the opportunity to compete in sports.
Okay, I feel like this is on my bucket list. I want to climb up that bridge. I think that would be
in the harbor.
Terrifying, but so
now you're tethered.
Cool. Yeah, exactly. So you are safe, and they make it very, very safe. But wow, I love to see like royals like that. You know, you usually think they're so stuffy and stuff, and he's, you know,
they're just regular people.
They're just regular people. Lee loves when I say that.
Yeah, they're just great Americans.
Well, he's not, but Meghan is.
Yeah.
He's a great British person. What would you say? He's a great Brit. Thank you. All right. You don't even like that story? He hates anything to do with the royals.
I don't know why they garner so much attention.
What
did they do? I mean, we don't. They're loaded. They're rich, but we don't. Anytime a rich person climbs the Sydney Harbour Bridge, we go, oh, look at this guy. Look at Richard Branson. Watch him walking up as he's tethered. Nobody cares. But if it's Harry or what's his face, the other one, you are crazy about it. You go nuts.
Yeah, I'm going nuts. I'm wild
for
right
a
now.
Symbolic title that doesn't even mean anything.
It's okay, fine. I don't ever want to hear you ever talk about celebrities ever again. I don't care. I don't want to hear you talk about Tom Cruise one more time. Ever.
At least
what's so special about him?
I'll tell you what's special.
Nothing.
He's a kid living over there in Louisville who worked his way through the Hollywood system, a man of his own means who built a career.
Harry.
What did Harry do?
He had to pick between 2 silver spoons. That's what he had to do. Which one, we don't know.
Yeah, okay.
He was second in line. He got no love, and now here he is.
Oh, they're all right.
They are all right. We love you guys. Okay, so a family's nose has gone missing. Yep. This 2-foot-tall plastic nose was taken off an Oregon family's porch. It weighs 50 pounds.
Somebody picked it?
Yep. The family rescued the nose from a trash pile. They found it, and they have young kids, so of course the kids loved it and thought it was hilarious. So they put it on their porch. It's been there for a while. Well, somebody stole it, and so now it's gone, and the kids are putting up a reward, $6.27, because it's what they could come up with together from all 3 of their piggy banks.
So the cops are looking into this nose job?
The cops are looking into this nose job. Yes. Maybe you accidentally picked it. That's what their reward sign says.
There you go.
Nose questions
all the jokes
asked.
are right there. Yeah.
That's so, I mean, come on. I see you stealing this. You think it's funny, but
we got to find out who the boogler is.
Oh, my gosh. It's nice. One more. You
no,
got
it's
one
not.
More. It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Hey. That's good. Okay.
It's good.
Speaking of, Kleenex is scrapping its man-sized branded tissues after complaints of sexism.
What?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Kleenex, come on, man.
The company launched man-sized tissues in 1956, claiming they would, quote, stay strong when wet.
Sick.
62 years later, the male-targeted marketing strategy found itself in the middle of a social media uproar. The company will rebrand Kleenex man-sized tissues as Kleenex Extra Large starting later this year.
Oh, that'll make you feel good. I need an extra large
Thank
Kleenex.
God we're getting rid of all this man stuff. I'm so sick of men.
Right?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I was so offended when I picked up the man-size
I didn't even know they
Kleenex.
had man-sized Kleenex.
I didn't either.
I just get the off-brand.
I just want to know who the people that decided to write to Kleenex and say,
Well, who's the genius
I am
that was
so
like,
offended.
we're going to come up with tissues for a man. I think it's stupid.
Well, I agree.
Yeah.
But I don't.
We agree. Good.
Yeah, I agree. It was stupid.
It was stupid. How's this for an unexpected guest? An Alabama man broke into a woman's home, told her he was her grandson, and he was just waiting on his clothes to dry. Only problem is, he's not her grandson. He's a complete stranger. Came in the house and refused to leave. Listen to all the things he did. The homeowner says the man went through her kitchen cabinets, made himself a sandwich, took a bath, shaved, and brushed his teeth.
Ooh.
So she calls police, obviously. She says it's funny now since nothing bad happened, but admits she was terrified at the time.
So
but yeah, he made himself right at home.
But he knew this wasn't his grandmother. This wasn't like a crazy person thinking it is his granny.
I don't know. Let's just say I think maybe he was under the influence of something other than the Lord.
Okay. So one scenario that you're suggesting is he's so drunk he thinks he's at his grandmother's house.
Or maybe he has some sort of issue, mental.
Maybe.
I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. We weren't there.
We don't know.
We don't know.
It's funny now, she says.
Yes, but she was scared at the time. Because, this random man comes in your house, refuses to leave, and then just starts...
Takes a bath and shaves.
Gross.
Elle is getting backlash for tweeting a fake headline. It was about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian breaking up. People who clicked on the link provided were sent to a voter registration page. One journalist blasted Elle for spreading fake news. Other comments included, well played and you got me.
Oh,
and by the way, if you look, I believe that's misspelled. Judgment is misspelled there.
I think that's one of those you can spell it either way.
Are you sure?
I think is what people say, because that's one of the words I always go back and forth on. Is this spelled right or wrong? Yeah, if you should have that first E in there. I think that's one of those. You can spell it both ways. But yeah, so originally, when I heard this, I thought, oops, they had, gotten some bad information and were tweeting a bad story. But no, they did it on purpose to get people to register to vote. I guess is what they're saying. We made a bad joke.
Well, I'm sure because this went up. This went up the day after he was in the Oval Office.
Oh.
So Elle's pushing folks.
Well, and they're like one of the most, most recognized couples in the world. So of course they know everybody's going to click on this. But come on, man. A new cereal is paying tribute to a sitcom that's an old favorite. Look at this. Golden Girls cereal is now on sale in select Target and online stores. The box depicts the iconic sitcom's 4 central characters in anime. Each box comes with a collectible figurine inside. So it looks to be a blue cereal. I wonder what the flavor is.
You open it up and dust flies out.
That's right. That is right. Yes. I love the Golden Girls. Blanche Devereaux.
I love that. That's a great show.
It is a great show.
Was
great
so
writing.
Well written. Yeah, excellent writing. Every joke was a home run.
It's still on reruns
constantly,
and I watch it. It's one of those shows. If it's on,
performers
it's easy
were
to
fantastic.
put on.
Was it the grandmother, the oldest?
Yeah.
But actually, in real life, wasn't she the youngest?
Yes, I've read that. Yes, in real life, she was younger than the other 3. But the only one still left, Betty White.
Betty White.
Going strong, looking fab.
Yep. Well, those are today's hot topics. Next, we're going to celebrate Halloween with animals.
The Salado Wildlife Education Center is putting on an event to not only entertain, but also educate you this Halloween. We've got details next on Live with Lee and Hayley. Stay with us.